We talked about big wild haymakers. I watch fight videos all the time, and the biggest thing that I see, whether it's a cop involved or just two idiots punching each other in the face on the street, wild haymakers. For untrained people, that's usually their go-to, right? That one hitter quitter, I'm gonna, knock this dude out with my right hand. So, one drill that you can work is called the punch cover clinch drill. I think this has a lot of applications. A, it helps you defend against wild punches, and B, there's a lot of different takedown and control options from the clinch. So punch, cover, clinch is the name of the drill. So the way that we usually start to train it is Brandon kind of gears up and he's going to throw that big wild haymaker, right? Yep. The thing that I don't want to do that we see all the time is like people backing away from it because I'm afraid to get punched in the face, right? So they kind of flail their arms, cops will back away. I want to attack the threat. I don't want to retreat. I'm attacking the threat. This guy wants to fight with me. We're going to bring the fight to him versus trying to get out of it, right? So he throws that haymaker. The first thing I want to do is cover up, right? This is a natural instinct anyway. If someone's throwing a punch in your face, you want to cover up. I'm using my forearms and I'm basically putting it kind of on his bicep and shoulder area. And 9 times out of 10 with that haymaker, it's so telegraphed that you know it's coming, right? These guys will almost take like a big crow hop and try to throw it. So when you see that happen, I can step right into it and cover. So to start this drill, really all you can do, you can work this where the guy just kind of throws it and then you can start increasing the intensity. And as you step into it, your partner's actually going to feel the shockwave when you're doing that, and it's more painful for him than it is for you. So we do this, boom, right? Again, cover up, ooh, right? So he's actually bringing some thunder, and you can do this with intensity. The harder that he throws, it doesn't really matter because I'm just covering up using my forearms, right? So when I teach this drill, usually what I'll have people do is, do that 20 times, 25 times. Just get used to having a punch thrown in your face, okay? It's not as big of a deal as you might think it is, if you know what you're doing. If you're backing up and you start to come with it, that's a different story. So that's an easy way to start the drill, is just getting used to that punch being thrown and covering up. Now, from there, we work into what's called the clinch. You want to throw with this hand this time so I can kind of be in the camera. So from here, now I want to wrap him up. So I'm going to grab onto his arm, back to the tricep, using kind of my C grip or monkey grip, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to work around to the side of his body. And I can keep the arm or be under the arm. It doesn't really matter. But essentially what I'm doing when I walk around to the side of his body to wrap him up, I'm using what's called a gable grip. So my hands are like this. I'm putting it over my thumb. And I'm bringing everything in nice and tight with my elbows. All right? So he throws that big wild haymaker. Boom. I work around here, and I'm sucking in just below his rib cage, here. Now, I have pretty good control of my bad guy, all right? So that's the second part of the punch, cover, clinch drill. He throws the wild haymaker, I cover, I work around to the side, and I wrap him up in the clinch. My head's in nice and tight, elbows are in nice and tight, and I'm starting to get him off balance by driving into him, all right? So you add that second piece to it. Punch, cover, clinch.